We had 4 children. God's bigger. Now put after that what you want to put. But God is bigger. No matter what it is. You don't understand. I don't have to. He does. I don't know. I don't. He does. Mother had no idea what was going to happen when she just a few months old, and put it in the water. They had heard the cry. She was at a point where she did not know what else to do. So she put it, or him, in a basket. So I just want to remind us tonight, you're never beyond God's care, you're never beyond God's protection, and you're never beyond God's promise. Put it in a basket and give it to Him. In order to good spot to, because when you you just got a diagnosis. Or this, or that. Maybe it's put him in the basket. Because you can't do anything else about it. The only thing you can do is give it to God and stay faithful to God. Point where you say, God, I can't. God, he's out. But they're the only one that can help him at the moment. We need to the realization that we time of desperation into a time. One of our is dependent. And sometimes so independent in God that. Brother Harris said gastric bypass surgeries in the state of Arkansas. He's laying in the hospital. The wound wasn't healing. Staples out and just gone. He was fretting to get out of the hospital. I got to get out of here. Sunday's coming. I got to get out of here. I'm the pastor of the church. I got to get out of here. What are they going to do without me?
Oh my goodness.
And while he was laying there, the Lord spoke to his heart and said, they labor in vain. They that build the house labor in vain, except the Lord build it.
Amen.
He said, God taught him a lesson.
That's good.
I'm just the under shepherd. God, Jesus is the great shepherd. And they'll get along just fine.
Amen.
He had a staff. care of was healing. Put in a basket. Now, he got out of the hospital on a Wednesday. He was still not doing real well, but they discharged him. Guess where he was at? He wasn't on the platform, though. He was sitting on the back rows back there, but he was at church. And I was sitting after. And he drove on. This is God. Not that he didn't. Desperation, dependence. We need to learn to depend on God. She couldn't hide him anymore, so she made an ark and placed him in it. Surrendering him. Lord, whatever happens is in your hands. Anybody else, not but something like that? Hannah. She children. So she went to the altar and the were moving and no noise was coming out. Well, she was talking to God. And she said, God, if you'll give me a man-child, I'll give him back to you. Wasn't too long. He was old enough. And when she went back, when he was him. But what she did was put him in a bag. Now she went back every year. And every year when she went back, she made him a new coat. You know why she made him a new coat every year? Because he was growing. That's right. He made God filling. You need to put and get a point of surrender. And then number 2, protection in the surrender. Do you know what swims in? Feet long. And the night, her surrender. We had been down there for a week or so, and the Lord was working our heart, or at least in my heart. Side went and knocked on the time for us to go to the again. And I said, Nanny, I need to talk to her. She said, no, you cannot talk to her. You know what she was afraid of? She was in the vehicles as we pulled up to Army stops, and they drew their weapons on our vehicles. It's her granddaughter and her great-grandbabies in the back of a Suburban with all of the Army there with their guns pointed at the vehicle. Now, great-grandma, would you let some guy daughter? Mexico. More control. But you know, we felt the danger, but along with the danger we also felt the protecting. It got close a time or two. So God protected. Easy. It wasn't a non-violent place. You've surrendered God, whatever it is, when you surrender it to God, God protects you.
It's good.
How about a Bible story? You ever heard of a little boy named David? You ever heard of him? Who'd he fight? Only a boy named David, but he could pray. Only a boy named David. Brooke. Named David. He took. And the sling round and round and round and round and round.
Amen. Yes.
David was that he was so good. The only place in his entire body that didn't have armor on it. Was protecting him because of God. Saul, who did David. Jonathan, I spear past you. But if I end up throwing, but God still protected him. He hid in caves, and God, he fought. God protected. Ever heard the phrase? It comes. God future when we can't. And God will bring back to you what you release. He'll take care of it. He'll protect you. And then the last thing tonight, remember more with our basket. You can see at the moment. But you got to give it to him. And you got to and then his what does providence even providence? Law or God when you let it go. Don't answer this. But what are you holding on to that you need to let go? You know what most people hold on to that keeps bad? This, you know what? He put it in the basket. have folks, family, they'll bring. Do you have the cookie jar? That's 60. Yeah. And so do you, huh? God in somebody's heart. It happened in my heart. School class, maybe work in the bus, maybe do this. Good. It's trying to. Several. The tearing down worked, and those people even left church because they were torn down so bad. I don't know what you need to put in the basket, but surrender it to God. Amen. And God will protect it and you, and God will provide through it. Happens. We do it in our time. Moses in the water stayed at home. That we're and she. Now the Bible doesn't say she sent her daughter, but her daughter was there. And in the water came by. And in the providence of God. Doesn't give us the answer how long it took before Pharaoh's daughter that area. We don't know. An hour, it could have been 10 minutes, it could have been several. She put the basket in her, and she surrendered that to God, confident of the protection, and she was waiting for the providence. She saw that he was. Now that was it. I'm talking about the bad scenes for us, things that are hurting us, things that our hearts are broken over. With, as a matter of fact, especially parents, trust your children to God. By the way, we're preparing a deliverance that you see. Moses' mom was protected. But what she didn't know was God was protecting a nation. We don't know what God's doing. This is comical to me, but it's true. Somebody said to nothing. The loss of a loved one, through the valley of the shadow of death. I don't know what's going on, but God does. God knows. I'll remind us about the song that I mentioned a few weeks ago, days ago. And you're following the shepherd. Get in a valley. Just keep following the shepherd. Because when you come out on the other side and see the dangers that the shepherd helped you avoid. You can't see what he sees. You. If God knows fighting, why do we bust bell wondering? Lord, I don't know what you're doing, but you go ahead and do it, and I'll trust you. Bring your basket to the Lord. Whether it's a burden, a sick, or a sin, or maybe even your own lost soul. And God will guide that little ark through the waters. Or excuse me, the God who guided that little ark through the waters can still guide you if you'll just put it in his hands. What you surrender to him is never abandoned. It's taken up by him. And the God that sees better can take care of it. And it may not be in your time. You have to surrender. Surrender means you give up. God, I can't. You have to. He took, put in. I talk. I can't do that. But God knew back when his mama put him in a basket what was going to happen. And God knows right now, before you ever put whatever you need to put in that basket, God knows. An old song says, does Jesus for us? What is it? Basket. They'll stand with you tonight. Thank you for your word. I pray, Lord, for ever or whomever needs this message tonight, they'll come and do what they need to do. And they'll give you whatever it is that's got them desperate, burdened, heartbroken. Whatever it is, or whoever it is, Lord, help your people to surrender that to you tonight and get victory.